coffee helped me in so many different aspects of life. In a kind of surface level, Behind the Label is to encourage people to look behind the label of where the coffee comes from. So my name is Darren, I'm the owner of Behind the Label. Started off as a barista, worked as a head barista, then was lucky enough to get a job in a roastery before kind of coffee was taken off in Ireland. It was like the perfect time. So production, then roaster, head roaster, and then account management, which was a great learning as well, kind of dealing with people, first experience in that. And then I guess what kind of would separate me from a lot of people in coffee was I got a job in a contract catering company as head of coffee. The corporate world gave me learnings on how to deal with businesses more so. So like while I was in love with coffee already, it kind of elevated me in terms of like how to pitch to people and the business end of Behind the Label. Because I was curious about coffee, it led me down the rabbit hole of learning about it, and I found through learning about it, knowledge enhances experience. So that's what I'm trying to get across. Like the flat white that you had today and I had today, even the cup that came in, you think everything has a story. So I want you to look behind the label of that story. That was handmade down in West Cork. The shape of the cup alone is like broad at the bottom, narrow at the top. So it helps the sensory of how when you're drinking it, so it tastes better. Obviously the coffee comes from an incredible producer, and like this whole story is just a cup of coffee that we can take for granted. So like that's what I'm trying to get across. That's where it stems from. Sustainability for me is like a non-negotiable, and not because me and my personal life is all about sustainability and green, just because the business that I'm in, I live my dream job, and that's only viable because of the sustainable practices of the farm. If you run a profitable roastery, you have to give back. And working with the producers and seeing them even do better because of how we can help is just, it's such an unbelievable feeling. I got a loan to start the business, and obviously you have such an outlay and you don't get customers for a while. And I remember lying in bed thinking about like the money was running out. I was like, this is either gonna fail or it's not. And you just kind of have that drive to literally do or die. So I had to go out, get customers and do it, but definitely lying in bed that night, it was very stressful. I really want all the cafes that I work with to succeed because I love seeing people do well. And the better they do, obviously the more Behind the Label sells, and not in monetary terms of the more people drink it in their house, and that just makes me so happy. Obviously I love when someone comes in, they're like, I love coffee, I know exactly what I want. I'm like, great, let's nerd out. And on the other end of that, like if someone comes in and is like, I've never owned a cafe, I don't really know. I'm like, come on in. I've opened loads in KSG. I can help you from everything from flow, equipment, training, sourcing, even like developing your menu. The fact that I get to do that, I already have the expertise, so it's really not much more to me to be like, oh, you should do this, this, and this. It's just so rewarding to see them do well. And then if they're ordering weekly and you see the volumes go up, that obviously means they're doing better, so they'd be savage. If I were to get no more customers at the moment and see all the customers I have grow, that would like mean the world to me. It means we're both doing our job very well, but my goal would be to build Behind the Label in such a way that any cafe that uses Behind the Label, it is such a benefit to them.